Hey folks, welcome to more Colorado Rockies here. Good July, trade deadline. Usually how we format this, you have the draft, you can look at all the prospects. We're going to do that here as well. It's going to be a little bit different. Obviously kind of speeding up this, what could be the last season of Colorado Rockies baseball here. We got a lot of California teams. We got some good teams over here. Teams like Minnesota, Tampa Bay. See how long we can stay afloat. Let's see if we go make any trades. But let's just hop right into it. We're going to have the draft. We're going to have, obviously, the All-Star Game and festivities. See who made it on our side. And kind of see what goes along. So if you are ready, buckle up. It should be a fun one. All right, the first trade that we're going to be making is via the Texas Rangers. We're picking up Brock Burke from them. He's been sensational this year. 34 games, a 2.10 ERA, and adds a lefty into our bullpen. We're giving up Christian Nam. Nam is a prospect we've had for a while. He's starting to figure out a little bit power bat, but don't see him fitting in with our team. I think this is a fair trade, especially with how relievers are kind of viewed at the moment in their talent and where they're kind of projected to be. I think this is a fair trade. They might win this deal in the long run, but I think we really need this in the right. In the futures game, we have a couple of representatives. First up, Enrique Benitez. He has been absolutely on fire. Obviously, remember, hurt himself at the beginning of the year and has come back and just been an absolute stud. 50 hits in 34 games, 12 doubles, 6 home runs, 32 RBI. Strikeout to walk ratios crazy, stealing a lot of bases. OPS over 1,000, a WAR at about 2, and again, just like 30 games, which is absolutely nuts. Other guy who's been killing it, Robert Cairo for us. He is just knocking on the door of major leagues as we speak. 91 games for him, 13 home runs, 36 doubles already, over 50 extra base hits in 90 games. That's crazy. 128 hits. This guy is absolutely insane. 20 stolen bases as well. He has a WAR of about 4.3. I mean, I don't see how we keep him in the minors much longer than this. And then also, you got to go down here to our good friend David Moore, our pitcher, one of our top pitching prospects, one of our top prospects in general. 18 games. For him, 3.28 ERA, striking out 66 batters, only walking 38, and he has a WAR of about 2. We're not going to really showing any of these games. I just want to let you know who got onto these rosters, and the future is still bright with us. All right, it's time for the MLB draft. Again, we're not going to really be focusing too hard on here. We're going to watch the first 3 picks come off the board. Steven Littleton is the first pick. He was the 5th ranked prospect. We did not like him. We had him closer to 100. He goes number 1. Obviously, the Cardinals building something there after being bad the last couple of years. Gary Guerrero, he's the guy we had on our board. MLB liked him 4th. We liked him 4th in this draft as well. And then the 3rd pick in this draft is Edgar Morales. We were a little bit lower on him as we started scouting him, but he looks like he's going to be really good out the box as a 21-year-old. So we're going to skip down to 30, see who's still on our board. There's just a quick kind of see some of the prospects we've been scouting, and we will see you then. And Daryl Adlian, he goes here. All right, on our board, we had a couple of guys go. Who are we thinking of? Mike Nieto is a guy that we think we can get a little bit later. I'm going to be searching around. I'll let you know who we come up with. We're going to go Gregory Grove, number 1 here. I think he's a less of a high upside, but more of a better floor guy here at pick 30. I think there are some other starters pitchings I like better in this draft, but I think he's going to be the guy we're going to go with now. I think we can get those guys a little bit later. And speaking of guys we like better in this draft, we're going to go get Mike Nieto. He's a starting pitcher, 18 years old. I think he has a higher ceiling. This is a guy that we had 10th on our board. I like this pick at 58. I think we're getting really good value. And another pick we're going to do as Carlos Quintero probably would have been my pick here, but we are now going to go another starting pitcher, Matthew Stratton. Again, that's strategy. Get starting pitchers, develop them, flip them around later on. And we're adding that here. I think we've done a really good job at mixing it up a bit over the last couple of drafts. And here we're kind of sticking to what we know. Unfortunately, these are all the guys that I had pinned on my board. We're going kind of blind here the rest of the way, but we'll see if we can get some gems here late. We're going to take Ken Nomo. We had him a little bit scouted. Opted out as Dr. Zam. Lefty, who I think we have so much potential with. Might take a while for him to develop, but we're going Ken Nomo here. Rich Gonzalez, our first position player out here. Again, a little bit scouting on him. Incredible fielder at third base, and I think we can develop that bat a little bit. We started really liking him compared to the rest of the pack. Going another starting pitcher here, Archie Hart. A guy that I don't think was pretty well known around Major League Baseball. We had him kind of that fourth round pick, and we're going to get him here at pick 135. Going Elijah Williams here. Again, is more of a relief arm. Maybe someone that can help us out pretty soon. Don't really know much about him. We do know that we kind of got an eye on him before anyone else did. I think we started really liking him before pivoting somewhere else, but hopefully we can catch up here at the end and see what we have in Elijah Williams at 165. Pick of this draft, we're going to take Brad Chavez here, another high schooler that I think we can try to develop. So again, not really much of a plan in this draft, but I think we're going to come out good. We'll see how it looks towards the end here. We have two participants in the Home Run Derby this year. Jazz Chisholm and Wyatt Langford are two of the top 8 in home run leaders this year. Shohei Ohtani, 31 home runs. We saw Colton Cowser hit 3 of these 26 against us, or 2 of these 26 against us the other day in that blowout against the Blue Jays. And then Junior Caminero, we've seen Tristan Casas having a great year with the Oakland Athletics. And then Kobe Mayo, Kyle Teal also jumping in here. So we will kind of see who wins this home run derby. And let's see what we got going. We're in Nationals Park this year, first time since 2018. Where we will be participating. Jazz Chisholm already has a home run derby championship under his belt, I believe. Remember, him and Young Keo faced off one year. And they're going to be on opposite sides of the bracket. So let's see as we fast forward to the next round. Chisholm and Langford both out. Langford at 14, Jazz just 10. Kyle Teal beats Shohei. Junior Caminero moves on. Colton Cowser beats Kobe Mayo, and then Tristan Casas beat Langford. Caminero and Cowser are your finals, and Colton Cowser, your home run derby champion. All right, all-star game. Again, we're not really show much of this, but we do kind of want to look around at who are all-stars. I think it's pretty cool. Luciano, James Triantos, Ronald Acuna, then Wyatt Langford for us. He's having a great year in about 100 games, 25 doubles, 23 home runs. We see 50 extra base hits, 64 RBI. He is OPSing 935, which would be good for his second best in his career, hitting 300, 551 slugging. Having a reminiscent year to 2029 where he was an all-star as well. So this is his 4th appearance in the all-star game. A 3.3 WAR, already basically better than last year. He's walking a little bit less, but striking out a whole lot less. The isolated power's up. Wyatt Langford has been awesome. O'Neal Cruz makes it in right field. DeAndre Jordan, this guy's an absolute stud here at catcher for the Nationals. Already a 5 WAR player. He is insanity. Jazz Chisholm makes it for us. He's already a 4 WAR player after putting up a 7 spot last year. He's just incredible. He continues to be great. This would easily be his highest OPS, but we do see usually at this time of the season, start to tick down. Hopefully he, at age 33, kind of keeps his legs under him, is able to ride this out and have just a fantastic season start to finish. Easily the best free agent signing in the history of the Colorado Rockies. Lewis Harrington gets in there. We've seen Lewis before. Colton Montgomery. Troy Wood makes the all-star team as a reserve. This is an interesting spot. I think he's good. Is he all-star worthy? Maybe not. I would love to see maybe a Nolan Gorman on our team, and we'll check out his stats at the end and see if they've held up. Obviously, Adele Amador would have been here easily if he didn't get hurt. 9 home runs, 26 doubles for Troy Wood, who is about a 2-WAR player here, walking a whole lot, not striking out. Exactly what we want from our leadoff spot. Shohei, Jefferson, Cuero, Sherwood, Winchester also making an all-star nod. He continues to be a very, very, very solid player. Could have been the first pick in our draft, but we went a different direction due to Cincinnati picking before us at 2. Torkelson, Marshall Whalen, we've seen him a few times. Jackson Holiday having actually like a really rough season, but also not a rough season. Interesting. Marcelo Meyer, shout out the Red Sox future here on the Padres. It makes sense. Michael Chen, like the best hitter in the game. Yeah, he's in 340. Yeah, this guy's an absolute stud. He's so good. He gets a rightful nod. Dalton Rushing, he's pretty good. Corbin Carroll, he as well makes the All-Star team. And then here are the pitchers. Herman Franco, he's going to be real good for a real long time. We'll be following his career. Marcelo Jimenez, one of the better closers that have developed over our time here. And old friend Ryan Helsley makes it. So we will see you guys with some more trades as we turn the corner here on this season. First big trade of the deadline. We thought Tanner Scott was going to be our closer. He has been not good. Picking up Yohan Duran. He is coming over from the Brewers, who are in the basement right now. 17 saves, a 3.30 ERA. He's been nothing but fantastic since really his whole career. He had 2 little hiccup seasons here in 2025 and 2026, but since then, last season in Minnesota and then his whole career here in Milwaukee has been excellent. We're going to pick him up. He has 1 more year team control, but we are giving up a little bit. Cole Spanos, the guy that we traded for a while ago, he's finally going to be moved. He is going to go to Milwaukee as a catcher that's on the cusp and could be a very good catcher for them. Another big piece here is Lewis Pittman, the guy we tried to draft twice, finally traded for, and we are sending him off. He's having a really good season. It sucks. He's a really athletic third baseman, very well balanced bat, and a really good fielder is his claims to fame. But I think Emery Morales is going to be our long-term third baseman, so we get that fielding up. And then obviously Sterling Thompson's just Wade Boggs, so it is what it is. And then Winston Estrada having an incredible season here. We're selling high on him, a 360 average and a WAR about 4. We are picking up Yohan Duran. Big trade going down here. We're really going for Patrick Dubois, and our top prospects, David Moore, are going to head over to the New York Yankees. We are picking up first baseman, but really catcher, Evan Russo. Russo busted onto the scene early on, has gotten inconsistent playing time here and there, but he's a fantastic bat, having one of his better seasons here for Yankees team that is struggling, needs help, and we're going to bring him to Colorado. He is going to catch for us, and I think he's going to be a real fun player. We're looking at catcher trades. I think that Romo's great, but on a 1-year deal. His defense is good, but we need more of the bat. Evan Russo, we're able to get more of the bat, but not really give up much defense. We're in conversations with Washington for Keibert Ruiz. Thought he would have been a really good pairing bat. Him against righties, Winchester against lefties, but both of their defenses are much to be desired. I think Evan Russo gives us A, a long-term fit at catcher, and B, also really shores up both the bat and the glove. Only 23 years old. I think this is fair value. They're getting a stud starting pitcher who is well on his way and should be breaking into the major leagues another year, maybe 2 at most. But this is a team that's really struggling for depth in pitching, and we are going to make this trade. Offloading Drew Romo here. Having fine year. I mean, still an OPS under 700. Nothing close to what we got from him last year. Obviously, with Evan Russo, we do not need Drew Romo no more. And we are flipping him to the Blue Jays, who need catching help. They're having a fantastic season. We're getting Enrique Murillo. a lefty bat who hits righties really, really well, a good fielder at first base. Just a good bat overall. Doesn't hit lefties well, but we were really struggling to find a first baseman to develop down there. Obviously, we have Tommy Domine. We don't really need one right now, but Ricky Murillo is going to come in here and help us out. All right, so we have signed all of our draft picks after the draft. Here's how everyone's looking. Gregory Grove coming out as one of their highest. Again, this is the guy that was in college. We knew he was going to have a high floor coming out. We really like what we got with him. Mike Nieto is going to need a little bit more time, but does have a nice 5-pitch mix, good velocities, and a good breaking ball pitcher as well. Matthew Stratton as well, 4-pitch mix, more heavy velocity, more stuff. We're trying to fine-tune those other things. Ken Nomo, we think we found a big gem with, again, another heavy stuff guy, which is kind of our philosophy. We'll see if we can rein in some of those skills as well as he goes older. Rich Gonzalez, an athletic third baseman. We talked about him. He had a cannon of an arm. I'll see if that bat develops. It might be a while before he kind of gets some play. Archie Hart as well. Kind of the same thing. A lot of these guys, high school guys, going to be taking a while to develop, probably for the next regime. And Elijah Williams, just a reliever arm. And then Brad Chavez, he's all right. And that's going to be our draft. We're not going to really focus too much on everybody else's draft. But that will be it for the draft process here with us this year. Well, checking on us, we had a pretty good July. We made our trades right around here. And when we made those trades, we went on a nice winning streak and really helped us out. We're 58-53 now. We are firmly in that second place in the wild card, tied with the Cardinals. The Marlins trail us. Here's just kind of how all the divisions and everything is looking out right now as we head to this home stretch of the season. Kind of see where everybody's at. Let's check on our roster and what we've done. We DFA Tanner Scott. He is no longer on the team. We are going full for it. Bobby White, JJ Rose having a real tough year for us. But again, that FIPS, it's just weird. You get two different FIP. It's so weird. I don't know what to think of it. Like, I think he's having a real good season. But who really is to know? We still have 3 more years of arbitration for him. Bobby White, obviously, inked that deal. His numbers starting to come back down a little bit. Bud Leonard, we're not getting the production we want from him. But again, I think this FIP's going to tell us he's doing a little bit better than he actually is. James Mora having the best season out of anybody. 8-9 record, but a 3.65 ERA. FIP is about really where it should be. 10 Ks per 9. This guy's our stud. He is pretty good. And then Rafael Parra, we moved him to the starting rotation. He was having a fantastic year out of the bullpen. We're going to move him in to the rotation. We're going to put Marco Garcia out into the bullpen, who was doing okay. It's just weird. Like, he still hasn't figured out. He's played better in the bullpen when we have had him out there, so we're going to let him stay out there. Brock Burke, Aldo Lozano, Nate Pearson doing what they have to do. Lozano getting a lot of innings pitched for him, so that's nice. He's kind of our multi-inning weapon. Vinny Garcia pitching very well. Bo Brisky playing excellent. Roger Calderon playing excellent here in that setup role. And then Yohan Duran's come in, got in a few saves for us. We've had him in some sticky situations. He's got us out of it. Our pitching rotation is looking as good as it ever has been, at least in the side of the, what is the word I am looking for? Bullpen. Here's our starting lineup. Troy Wood doing what he has to do. Adele Amador coming back, still hitting home runs. He's having a fantastic year. Wyatt Langford already up to 26 home runs and passing last year's total. Yeah, this guy was a great signing for us. Jazz Chisholm starting to do that thing where he stops being really good at baseball. He's still going to be good at baseball, but he's kind of sliding a little bit. Mark Winchester is Nolan Gorman's hurt for a little bit. He's been doing okay. He's having a fantastic season. Winchester here as well. Evan Russo has been a nice addition for us. Yet to hit a home run with the Rockies, but again, we think he's going to be super, super, super good for us, and can't wait to really see him live. Tommy Domine turning it up with the power. Already a tick down from his home runs and doubles totals from last year, hitting for more power. Even though the slugging is the same. The slugging is the same, even though he's hitting 40 points less in the average. The OPS isn't as good as he's not walking as much or just really getting those singles. But he has been very, very good for us in a 2-WAR player. Ezequiel Tovar doing Ezequiel Tovar things, not really hitting against lefties like we would like to see, but still, as our 8-hitter, hitting a couple home runs, playing some of the best shortstop defense in the league. And then Sterling Thompson, a.k.a. Wade Boggs, just trapping at the moment. That's going to do it here for this episode of the Rockies. Next up, we have August. Right around the corner is September. And then it's hopefully back to the playoffs. We'll see how this stretch goes here. More Rockies coming up soon.